Do you feel punished by coworkers asking them if they're in a band? It's an uncomfortable conversation regardless.
It doesn't matter if you are Paul Stanley taking a picture with two dorks outside of your favorite local creamery. It doesn't matter if you just put out a demo and it's your first band ever. Having that conversation is still just like, yeah, I do this thing. That is what I do.
Yeah, it's called God's hate. Oh, it's called Dead Body. It sucks.
It sucks.
That's why every time somebody asks, my band is called Marauder. You should check it out. Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How you doing, Bo?
I'm doing great today, Colin. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic because it's the best time of the year. It's when we get to do our Q&A specials. These are we do them seldomly and we enjoy them every time. They're our favorites.
It's kind of quarterly, isn't it? It's like quarterly answers.
It's a quarterly report.
Yes.
Just to check in with the people.
Yes.
Today is a special day. It starts on kind of a somber note because today is the 24th anniversary of September 11th, 2001.
Let me ask you something.
Hit me.
Where were you on September 11th?
Here we go. Before I get into this, I just want to say the whole concept of this episode today was supposed to be a like 9/11 retrospective where we got different accounts from different musicians on where they were on one of the craziest days to happen in human history. Most people said no instantaneously. Many didn't respond. So I stopped asking people. Scott Vogel said yes immediately. So I'll show you his after we tell ours. But for me, I was in elementary school at the time. West Hartford, Connecticut is where I grew up. I was in Miss Something's class.
Sure.
I forget. Miss Vanny, maybe?
That sounds right.
Miss Gustafson? One of them. I don't remember them. Didn't like school. Not far from New York City, you know?
No.
So
yeah.
I was just there a couple weeks ago at some weird thing called the Landmark Forum, which I'm pretty sure is a cult. Some bullshit that my parents brought me to. So stupid. But that was my experience in the Twin Towers was like, oh wow, these are big. Okay, now I'm in this cult thing, I guess. Oh, this sucks. Time to go. That was weeks prior. So 9/11 rolls around. This kid Cameron, who was this little fucker, you know, absolute little shit kid.
Do the thing.
Walks in, does the kid thing where he's going, Twin Towers blew up. And that was how everyone in my class, including my teacher, learned about 9/11.
Do you think your teacher...
She did not believe him.
Did she retell this story with the thing?
Oh, had to.
Had to?
I guarantee you it's more vivid for her than it is for me.
Right, yeah, right, of course.
She's probably at dinner that night, and then this fucking kid Cameron comes in, swinging his fists around,
doing the thing,
and nonchalantly, like chewing gum, says the Twin Towers blew up. So the whole class is like, we're in fourth grade. We don't know. We're like, what? What does that mean?
Yeah, what do you?
And I was just there, so I'm like, that's not possible.
It's huge.
I was just there. It's too big to blow up. And the teacher's pissed.
You think she knows?
She's like, you can't say things like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She does not know because it happens at sub 9 a.m.
Yeah,
you know?
it was. I saw today was I think the first plane hit 8:54, something like that, 8:45, something like that. So it's early.
So right before school were to start,
right.
East Coast time that day.
Right.
I stay in school. I think I waited to get picked up all day. My brother got picked up. Taylor got picked up. My mom picked him up, took him to Strawberries at the mall, the West Farms Mall in Connecticut, and got him Biohazard, Uncivilization, and Slayer Got Hits Us All. Which came out that day.
By the way, these are two people we wanted. We wanted representatives of each of those bands, not as like a political or in memoriam thing, but just like, hey, you're pumped to put out this big new record. Tell us about that experience. That's all. Yeah. That was the idea.
We will get that in long form eventually, but the short form answer did not happen this time. But yeah, Slayer, Biohazard, POD all had records come out that day. Numerous movies were delayed. You know, Spider-Man was like reworked.
My 8th grade field trip was to DC. That got postponed. And then when it got rerouted, it was the same day as my first show, No Effects. It was the same weekend as the DC trip when it got redone. And I told my mom, hey, I think I want to go to NoFX. And she was like, no problem.
Wow.
Saved me $1,000, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Overall, it was super bizarre. I think it like maybe rained ash in Connecticut for a while or something.
Wow,
it was really like it really got there.
Yeah.
Changed everything. The TSA was created. That did not exist before this. That $11 fee that you pay on every flight that you've ever taken, that did not exist before this. Shoes off.
Shoes.
Did not exist before this.
God, for pre-check.
Pre-check's the best, but 9/11's the worst.
Yeah. I was in 8th grade. I'm a little older than you. I was 12. I have a picture of myself. Here it is. The back of the picture I don't have a picture of, but and it's framed, so I don't know if I could get it, but it's of me, my stepmom, and my dad. Notice my Charlie the Tuna shirt from Kohl's. It's back to school shopping. We're in front of the World Trade Center on August 11th, 2001. Morning of, I was in Miss Cresho's 8th grade class. I remember I think there maybe was an announcement. She turned it on. We saw the second plane hit, and then we watched them all collapse. And I was a little fucker, and all my friends were. And I remember saying the Pledge of Allegiance that day. Did you say the pledge every day? Or
yeah,
you were supposed to, right? Because
in 4th grade, I was pledging the fuck out of that.
Yeah, straight up. But by like sophomore year, it's like, fuck no. Yeah, no. I'm sitting down.
I wouldn't say under God.
Yeah, exactly. So what did I say that morning? I remember this. I said, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of Afghanistan, because I thought I was so funny.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
You were like, you knew then, like, we're going out?
It was before. Because remember the time difference. You know,
wow.
like it was before. So we didn't know yet. Pledge was the first
Well, it would have been 6. No, that's not true. It would have been 6 something your time, right?
But I think middle school was like 8 a.m. And like...
Yeah, but that's still 10 EST and it already happened.
No, 8 a.m. is 9 EST and it would have just happened. It takes a second. No one's got cell phones. So we didn't know. We didn't turn on the TV. No,
it happened at 7 a.m. Chicago time. Or 8 a.m.?
8:54 is when the first plane hit.
EST.
Which would be 7:54. School started at 8. We didn't know right away because information took, time.
Sure.
So, I said the pledge first. Anyway, so it happened. We watched that. We had to change periods, change classes. And I remember went to Mr. Stout's class. He was the teacher who got me into history. He was a fucking dog. Right. He's a dog. He's the best. In the transfer period, like whatever that in-between period is where you're going to your next class, I got out into the hallway and I literally at the top, everyone was like, hooting and hollering, because no one really understood. I screamed at the top of my lungs, we're all going to die. Because again, I was trying to be funny. I was in 8th grade.
Well, dude, it took days and weeks and months to understand the severity of it all.
So I got into that class and Mr. Stout, my favorite teacher, the one who made me think about being a teacher, was like choked up and was like, this is really serious. And it immediately brought that down. Didn't get to go home early, did go home. And then I remembered I live right by O'Hare where I grew up. And so there's flight paths constantly. There's always planes going overhead. Silent. My mom and I went out on the yard and just looked up. Silent.
And the concern was Sears Towers next.
Right? Okay. And like, I live 30 minutes from the Sears Tower. Like, nothing's happening. But it is my grandma worked in the building next door. It was the concern of like, okay, well, now the next tallest building in this hemisphere is 30 minutes away.
Straight up.
So that was scary. And then, dude, all I really remember was the next, 2 weeks of nothing but CNN.
Yeah, CNN,
nothing but
Freedom
ABC.
Fries.
Yeah, the French. Dude, do you remember?
Very patriotic sentiment
which
across
was
the board.
Kind of nice.
It was everyone united, but like...
Yeah, but then it led to witch hunts.
But like Muslim people were
oh my God.
persecuted for existing. Like there was immediately like anti-Semitic conspiracy theories that last to this day.
Yeah, immediate.
The blowback is ongoing.
Do you remember there was like a come on New York, we're still in this concert, and The Who played, and they played We Won't Get Fooled Again, and there's just a bunch of firefighters just like woo, just like cutting loose for the first time in like a month,
So crazy.
It was awesome, but yeah.
And then they're all now dead of cancer from the toxins.
Crazy toxins. Yeah, who was
that?
I said it was.
Wasn't it that like that was as bad or almost as bad as the actual death toll that day?
Oh, I think it was way worse. I think it's like way, way worse. And who was it? It wasn't Ashton Kutcher. No, it was Ryan Seacrest. Didn't he like raise a bunch of money? Or Carson Daly? One of them like obsessed over getting those guys money. But yeah, that was crazy, man. That was a really weird period. And then Colin and I pre-recorded some of this the other week. And I remember I was signing up for the draft in a couple years. By the time we invaded Afghanistan in 2003, I had to sign up for the draft. And I remember that being another like, holy shit.
This is real.
This is like real. Like,
yeah,
probably not. But if there is a draft, I'm eligible. This is fucking nuts, you know?
Yeah. I think I was too young to understand until much later. Other than like the surrealness of it came from having just been there, much like yourself.
Same. I wonder if we were there even remotely at the same time, which is kind
probably the exact same time because it was August 2001.
That's crazy, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's one of the only things in our lifetime, Colin, where you can say, where were you on this day? And people will know, which I think like
every time.
The previous ones were like the Kennedy assassination, stuff like that was as serious as it got. So pretty heavy, man.
And here's where Scott Vogel was on 9/11.
Good morning to the HardLore world. So 9/11, yes, I was myself in a really transitional phase of my life, living in Arizona for a few months on my way of leaving Buffalo and moving to LA just before terror started. My man Busky, I was living with my friend Mark, who owned a house, and my man Busky was in town with Sana Sangre, and they stayed with us for a day or two. In the morning, I thought I was with him, but I checked with him, and that morning he left to go to the next city on their tour, so it was just me and Mark. And I'm not really sure. I definitely did not have a cell phone or internet or email. I mean, those things existed, but not like they do now, so it wasn't really something I needed at the time. I gotta assume probably just saw on the news or maybe went to a store and someone mentioned something, but I think one thing to mention is like the full gravity of something like that wasn't immediate, and you kind of really had to piece things together and get that information and be like, wow, this world's fucking crazy. But also 9/11 is my mom's birthday and the death of rabies, and of course what we're talking about here, so pretty fucking intense day.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Probably in New York.
Probably. I already watched it. But yeah, he outstanding. So that was our 9/11 retrospective. Could have done 2 full hours of that, you know?
Easily.
Would have been fun.
Yeah.
Maybe next year when it's not on a Thursday. Thanks everybody. We're gonna fire up some. Wait, you know, let me ask you something. Speaking of when we were kids, you know, is there anything that you can think of that confused you deeply as a child that you grew up to realize was stupid, but also like it's not that stupid?
Oh, give me what you're thinking.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Something that clicked with me not recently, but like plant nurseries were very confusing to me as a child.
So
it's like, why is it called a nursery? That's where babies go. Why do plants get those too? Speaking of plants, dry cleaners, plant on premise. I thought that meant they got plants in there, and if you're allergic to plants, you shouldn't go in.
Whoa.
Yeah. To me, I was like, that's got to be it. There's no way it means anything else.
I was afraid of one-way streets. I thought it meant like you were going to get into a car accident. I thought it was just like, hey, we're going this way, but we got to go. I can't. It's a one-way. Like I thought it just meant, we're talking child.
Yeah.
I thought the phrase was throw caution into the wind. I thought caution was a thing. I didn't know it was caution to the wind. So that
just got to throw caution there.
Yeah, that's what
I literally caution that bitch.
I thought caution was another thing. Yeah, I remember that. And I also remember thinking, okay, so for my 10th birthday, which would have been 1997, my dad for my 10th birthday got me a bank account. That was my birthday present. It's the same checking account I have to this day, which is
not the worst gift to be grandfathered into something with probably 0 fees is nice.
Yeah, and I am. So that's cool.
Same.
But I remember I went that night. I went to a Bulls game at the United Center. I saw Jordan play, and they lost, which it was the 72-10 year. So I saw one of the 10 where they lost, which is crazy. And I told my friend who I was with, I got a debit card today. I have a bank account. And he didn't believe me. So I went to the ATM and I withdrew. You could only do a 20. And it was like a $6 fee. I had $25 in. So I immediately put this account into the negative. And my dad was keeping an eye on it, obviously. So like the following week, he was like, what did you do? Blah, blah, blah. And I got into trouble. And I remember thinking they should do a card where you can like put charges on it and then you pay it back at the end of the month. So I invented credit.
You invented credit cards in your mind?
As a 10-year-old.
I invented Postmates as like a 16-year-old.
That's genius.
I know.
Yeah, why
Thanks. Thank you.
Why wouldn't the pizza man also deliver anything else?
That's the thing. I'm thinking like, what if a place I want that doesn't have a delivery driver will deliver it to me? I invented being the biggest piece of shit in the planet. Which all of us active delivery service users are, but we're also, supporting gig workers and the local economy.
Did you ever do that? Did you ever work one of the apps?
Not the apps, but I was an actual pizza delivery driver.
Right. In 2018, I did Postmates and DoorDash. So we're talking
I think
8-hour
in
days.
its prime, I never had a car decent enough to do that.
Yeah.
Like at that time,
Yeah, I borrowed a car. I worked an 8-hour day and made like $100. You know what I mean? Just brutal.
Dude, when Uber launched, it was like crazy career.
Yeah, like you're fine.
You made $80,000 a year if you did it for real. Crazy. All right, let's get into some Patreon questions here.
Now, keep in mind these are Patreon questions, so if you have a question you want to ask, you should probably sign up for the Patreon.
They're first from the Patreon, then we got some from the Discord, but we prioritize the Patreon always. So if you got something good to ask, we're gonna do this again at the end of this year. Get on the Patreon, and this could be you.
This is also how we have questions for guests who come on and all that good stuff. So seriously,
exclusive episodes, etc. Joshua King asks, if you could go back in time and listen to a record or two again for the first time, which record would it be? And I think this is an interesting question because very few things immediately blow my mind. Big time for you.
Big time for me.
You're a grower.
Big time.
But I think a couple things that, like even Master Killer, first time I heard it, I was like, this is good metallic hardcore.
Sure.
I like this. A couple things that I vividly remember having my cheeks sucked into my hole.
Yeah.
They were so good.
Yeah.
Oh!
What do you remember doing that?
Warning, watching from a distance.
Okay.
Into Another, Ignore Us.
Wow.
Coheed and Keeping Secrets 3.
Somehow these all make sense.
Dude, the first times were just like out-of-body experiences.
Wow.
And then watching Pink Floyd The Wall.
Okay. I accept that.
That was like jaw gaping the whole time.
Let me ask you this. So you're doing it as you're going back in time and you're going to be this age that you were at that time, as opposed to your age now going back in time and just hearing.
Yeah, no. That's
okay.
So, me back in time, going back in time now, I would want to experience video games again for the first time. I would want to beat people up. I would want to experience movies again for the first time. But music, I think the time and place is so important to how you experience them.
Okay. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. When I heard Over the Hills and Far Away, when I first heard that, it was the first real brain worm I ever had, where I could not get that out of my head for months. To this day, if I pick up an acoustic guitar, that's what I play.
That's what you're finding?
That's the riff.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, that would be one. Fall Children, the riff Fall Children.
The riff, yeah.
That's easily one where I remember sitting down and being like, this sounds scary. This is scary. I like
so
this.
they were a one taker for you?
All Hallows was, for sure.
Man, cause I 99% of conversations I have with you, it's got to grow on you.
Well, this is why
whatever it may be.
I'm kind of scraping the barrel here. I'm going Led Zeppelin. I'm going like some of my biggest. I want one more. I wonder if this counts. I had known and obviously heard Metallica my whole life, but one day I was driving in my first car. It was storming out, and the local K-Rock was playing. all of Master of Puppets, the song, and it got to the while it's like storming out, but it's like a summer drive. And I heard that and it just connected with me in that moment. I'm sure I had heard that riff before.
But not in that way.
Not in that way. And that was that was part of the reason in high school I got way back into Metallica, and that lasted to this day, you know, for sure.
Great answer. Bryce Reed asks top 3 hardest drum fill intros. I think not hard to play, like dopest. Top 3 dopest, top 3 sickest drum fill intros of all time. King Diamond, Welcome Home. Cro-Mag's Age of Quarrel. And Death, Scavenger of Human Sorrow. Unplayable.
You're going to love this one.
I love it.
Killing Time, Telltale. Just one. Dude, it's perfect. And if you really listen to it, it sounds sound replaced. Yeah. It sounds like really compressed and crazy. Take by Force. Come on. Give me is that a roll through? Just give me like a straight. Unbelievable. And then I'll say Cro-Mag's Death Camps.
What we learned was the only time a drummer was credited writing on a Cro-Mag song.
Was that part? How about that?
Yeah, which is very interesting. Let's see. Giles Corey asked.
Giles Corey is the guy who was crushed to death in Salem.
He asked, where did Colin learn to spin kick so well? Did he have any martial arts or athletic background growing up? Or is it just innately part of his being? Just innately part of my being, for one. But you got to understand, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. So just don't stop.
You know,
ever.
I've thrown like 4 spin kicks in my life in a pit, and one of them was for sure at the Killer first LP record release.
And you stopped, you know, and that's
I think that was
why
probably,
the height ain't there.
Probably the last one. Probably.
So just don't stop. It's not about learning where or when I did. It happens from repeat process. 100 Demons.
You know
what?
I was gonna say something. That clip of you guys playing the Carry On song at Sound and Fury. Mm-hmm. Those of us who are moshing on stage, no one's throwing spin kicks.
No, that's not that type of moment.
But we're all also the same age, and I also can't see any of the people who are on stage at that moment throwing a spin kick.
I don't think it's a spin kick song. I think there's a different, like, you can't be spin kicking to Youth Crew.
But that is my point. So because I came up so much through that side of hardcore, you're not going to throw a spin kick to Youth of Today.
It's different, and that's not what it's for. It's not why the spin kick exists. You know, it's not to be weaponized in the wrong hands at the wrong times. Jake English asks, what fictional character do you relate to the most? I would say if I'm in a movie theater, it's Batman. I'm vengeful. I'm watchful. I'm protective. Outside of a movie theater, probably Dr. Manhattan.
Have you had another movie theater experience recently?
All of them. Every single time I'm there. Somebody's doing something. I'll tell you a movie theater experience I had the other day.
Yeah.
You went to see the 50th anniversary of Jaws and took a picture of the title card on your phone.
And then
you lied to me. And then you said it's an empty theater. It's just me, my mom, and Taylor. And I could see in the picture there's 90 people in front of you.
There were not 90 people. Everyone was grouped in one spot. We were in the last row, but I posted it. That's what you really did.
And then you posted it. And I couldn't, it felt like you shot me in the head. It felt like utter betrayal, bro.
It was just the title card. It happens in the first 5 seconds.
You know? But how many, do I have to have the nits conversation with you again? Yeah, nits is a unit of measurement for brightness.
Oh, I see.
The movie theater screen, 50 nits.
Yeah.
The iPhone screen at minimum brightness, 200 nits.
So what if no one's behind
Approximately. I'm behind you at all times. Think about that.
It feels like it.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Yes.
I should be right here. And I guess I'm not.
Yeah, I did. Saw Jaws in IMAX. Taylor saw it for the first time. Took my mom.
Isn't it unbelievable?
It's unbelievable, man. What a movie. It's so funny how Spielberg has such and John Williams. That is such a John Williams driven movie.
And to a fault sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Some of the Some of the
Yeah.
stuff where he's got the barrels in the
Yes.
end is like, why is this so whimsical? It's horrifying.
It's beautiful, right? Yeah, and it's not supposed to be, but I think they want to give you that feeling of we got him.
There is, we got him, and then he can't go down with 3 barrels. He goes down with 3 barrels. Not with 3 barrels. Yes, with 3 barrels.
So 3 barrels. Yes, Quinn.
So when we moved to California, our dad's friend owned a home in Van Nuys, where I still currently live. That home was originally owned throughout like her whole life by Verna Fields, a woman who she was a long-time, very famous Oscar-winning editor. Edited Jaws, won an Oscar for film editing for Jaws. Mine and Taylor's shared bedroom was the pool house where Jaws was edited. So there's some lore. 818 Jaws. Pretty unbelievable.
Let me think. Who do I?
Jaws.
I resonate with Bruce the Shark. I resonate with. I do resonate with Anchorman. What's his name? Not Will.
Brick?
No. What's Will Ferrell's character's name?
Ron Burgundy?
Burgundy when he's in the telephone box. That's how I'm feeling.
That's you?
That's me right now. Yeah, that's me. Dude.
Agony.
Pain. Glass case of emotion. Straight up.
Okay. That's your lens. The glass case. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Janky Lorimer asks, come on, Janky. How long do you need to be sober before you claim straight edge? This is not how this works.
It don't matter, dude.
It's not how any of this works.
Do it for you.
It's personal.
Do it for you or don't do it at all.
Exactly. If you're not now, you will be soon.
And the last reason you should do it for is because of what anyone else says.
100%. Mount Rushmore tracks for a Halloween playlist. Great question. And look, it's very simple. Okay. Many people think Misfits. Many people think AFI, spooky stuff, necromantics. Typo. There's one single answer for the greatest Halloween song in history. It's the Monster Mash.
It's the Monster Mash. It's a graveyard smash.
It supersedes all. Dracula and his son are on their way.
Yeah,
and you want me to play something else?
Yeah. What's Dracula's son?
He's Dracula's son. Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. That's the fucking list. That's done.
We're out.
Guys' night in. Okay.
Like let's do unconventional and only one of each band. I'll say Halloween 2.
Oh.
That's a sick song. We have an
so
appreciation
crazy.
for that song. It's such a good song.
What is he saying? Like formulae, lycanthropy.
It's Latin, some Latin bullshit.
That's
Glenn.
awesome.
This sounds pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the taped ending of Halloween 1 coming back in.
So
I could explode right here. All Hallows Eve, typo.
great.
Haunted Cat House, necromantic.
Who killed the cheerleader?
Oh, God. Unbelievable song. It's so good. But no, Haunted Cat House has got to be the one.
And then let's do a Molcat Doma, that Belarusian band.
Yeah,
every one of their songs on Monument could fit into some Halloween shit.
Triptychon. There's the third song on the Shatter EP that's like Crucifixia or something. That's just like the whole time. How about that one?
It's a good one.
And something spooky. London After Midnight, Sacrifice, dude.
Oh,
that's the greatest song of all time.
Wow, good pick.
Benji Walker asks, you've both spoken about depressions and lows, and for me, when stuff gets dark, I can't help but listen to super sad music. Any recommendations on uplifting music? Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. That's all I got.
I don't really listen to music to get uplifted. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, if I'm feeling good, I'll put something on that feels good. But I'm not like, I need to get happy.
Yeah.
Let's put some Grease on.
Yeah. If I'm emotionally needing music, it's going to be anger or sadness for sure. But if I'm feeling good,
put some ABBA.
I'll put on that Crosby, Stills, Nash record I always talk about. That's just a feel good record.
Little Elvis,
Chouse, just something that's homey and comfortable. That's probably the most content music. Is something that Whatever you can listen to while you're like doing dishes or cooking dinner, you know?
Honestly, first 3 Oasis records.
Oh.
Their whole mentality, they don't fuck with sad music because they're like, there's no point in
Colin,
making our audience feel this way.
tell you something.
I'm going in a few days.
I know. Well, you would have gone, and you had a great time.
Here it was. Unbelievable.
So I saw Nine Inch Nails a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's the greatest show I've ever seen. The greatest production I've ever seen in my life. I cannot believe how good it was.
The Cube.
The Cube, man. 2 of them. It looked like Dune. It was awesome.
Isn't it crazy what bands got to do now? They're innovators. Obviously, they were going to do the Cube either way.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
But like, concert tickets are $1,000 because people can't just watch a band play.
I paid $23.
That's different. Was that the retail price?
It's StubHub.
GA?
StubHub. No, I was way the fuck up. But it didn't
That's
matter.
what I'm saying. What was GA?
Yeah, like a few hundred. It was day of, you know what I mean? But but the nice thing is no bad seat in that house because of how they did it. Because the Cube is in the round, so it doesn't matter.
The Cube's gonna cube it. It looks unbelievable.
Dude, you have to go. You have to go. But
I don't know when it's in LA. I gotta find it.
It's coming up. But then a week or 2 later, went and saw a band called Oasis at Soldier Field. We bit the bullet. We got tickets in the very first section right up front. It was probably the most enjoyable GA concert experience I've ever had. I can't imagine anything being better than that.
Wow. I can't wait. It was amazing. I just saw Acid Bath at the Palladium.
Yeah.
Dude, I described it as one of the greatest musical miracles in history.
Right, because they're kind of having a renaissance too.
It's not a renaissance.
No.
It's beyond a renaissance.
Oh, it's a rebirth. Resurrection.
They were like deep cut sludge, you know? Like not bottom of the barrel because they're incredible. They've been incredible this whole time. But in terms of popularity, like I figured they would have been supporting I Hate God, you know? Way under Exhorder even, modern day. And now they are the biggest of any of those bands.
Where are they from?
New Orleans.
They are. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Sammy Duet, rocking the guitar.
Something in the water, dude.
Dude, yeah. It was unbelievable. They sound perfect. Set list is kind of weird because it's like a lot of the second record, but my God, just a true miracle. Like 8,000 tickets across 2 shows in LA. Acid Bath.
Shit.
Crowbar's not come close to that, and that's the best band of all time.
Right. Wow.
But they're on their way, I guess.
This whole tour is like sold out.
The TikTok youth have found Crowbar.
Thank God.
It's sometimes, man, they're right, and I love that they're fiending for heavy distorted guitars and beautiful ballads. It's a miracle.
It's outstanding.
Great for them. Very happy for them. Acid Bath.
What was the question?
Something about depression.
Oh yeah.
Put on Acid Bath.
Listen to Crowbar.
Terrible username asked, excuse me if this has been asked before or is public knowledge, but how is it that so many people in hardcore are vegan? FYI, I'm pretty new to hardcore, so pardon me. Oh. It's not a stupid question. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
But I think Davey in our upcoming episode has a really good viewpoint on this.
You're absolutely right.
So I would look out for that.
Look out for that.
It's not our place to say.
Right.
But I do, like Earth Crisis, huge reason why many are vegan. The 90s, early 90s, everybody was vegan straight edge because it was cool. And some people stayed, some people didn't, but being hardcore exists as an opposition to the mainstream.
To the norm, yeah.
And the norm is burgers, steaks, drugs,
even
alcohol.
as plant-based as today can be as a normal person, it's still, you can't really go to most fast food places and get yourself a full meal, you know. So it's still
hard. Yeah.
But yes, good. I think you're absolutely right. Davey had a perspective that made Colin and I both feel bad.
Yeah, we were like, fuck. Dylan Reed asks, Colin, do you still watch Big Brother or do you not have interest after working on it? I never watched it before working on it. I would say working on it would make me more inclined to watch it, but I don't have time for how often it airs. It airs 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Sunday. Wait, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday? I don't know. I think 3 times a week, and there's a 24-hour live feed. I don't have time to keep up for all that. I won the competitions every time, so as a former Big Brother winner, I really don't need to be watching it anyway. Great show. Yeah, both. If you could rank the eras/decades of hardcore punk, how would you rank them?
Oh, interesting.
I would go 2000s.
But let's figure out the because I think there's pre-80s, early 80s, late 80s, early 90s, late 90s.
I would say let's go pre-80s, 80s together as one, you know?
But early 80s SSD is so different than like 89.
Yeah, but that's one beautiful decade of things, whereas the 2000s started pretty good and then ended abysmally.
Okay. Then yes, early 2000s, pretty far down.
Bottom.
Probably then
2010s.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2020s, maybe.
No, I think 2020's
COVID,
been pretty
dude.
good. Yeah, COVID stunk, but
and we're not even done yet. So there's 5 whole years left to account for, but I already know it's better than the 2000s.
But think about the heights that so many bands have gotten to since then.
I know, but it's half over. And half of it sucked.
Okay.
You know?
Gotcha.
That's my reason.
So a quarter of a decade is good.
Yes.
I got you.
So I would go 2020s, 2010s.
Then, yes.
90s, 80s?
Yeah. And
80s, 90s are pretty interchangeable for us. I think we like so much of both.
We really do.
But that you don't get the 90s without the 80s, and I think that's so important.
Choosing between 80s and 90s is tough. I think I would probably go 80s.
Yeah, I think
so you get everything.
I think you have to. We like old shit.
So 80s, we like old shit, but the old shit, yeah.
This is hardcore. This is the genre where the roots matter. Let me ask you something. What does that look like to you?
No, nothing.
Like a little. It's like a big freckle or something. I've had it since after Sound and Fury. Do I got skin cancer? You think that looks? If anybody's dermatologist watching, does that look good? Does that look all right?
Oh, I see.
That thing.
I see that. Should probably go to a doctor.
You think so?
I might have someone look at it.
That doesn't look bad. What is it? You know?
I mean,
freckle?
it could be a freckle. You just found out you're Irish.
Irish British. Can you get new freckles?
Yeah, definitely. Your whole life. You can get new moles, skin tags. Yeah.
So we'll call it a new freckle.
All right.
I'm fine.
One big new freckle.
Tate asks, in terms of straight edge hardcore, do you prefer the positive hear my voice come back to the light approach of a band like Magnitude, or the more aggressive keep smoking I want you to die approach of a band like No Cure? I think there's a great place for balance of both.
Why are you making me choose between vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream? I love ice cream.
You can swirl them.
I'm swirl them up. It's all good. Why?
I want some people to hear my voice and come back to the light. I want some people to die.
I love Youth of Today is my favorite one. And they have, towards the end, they got very Time to Forgive and very like soft. So I prefer the earlier, more angry stuff. But it was still like, hey, you don't need that because you can come with us. Mm-hmm. And it was like, there was an aggressive, like, no. Our way is the way. And I like that, which is kind of a mix. So that would be
I agree. Mount Rushmore to get someone into straight edge.
Youth of Today.
yeah. Break down the walls, destroy the machines.
Yeah.
Fast Times, Jersey Shore.
Yes, and Lifeless Plague, honestly.
And Lifeless Plague.
Even though a lot of that is about, but I like the spectrum. I enjoy that.
Yeah, I agree. Easy.
Yeah, that's great.
Current t-shirt grails.
I just got an Alice in Chains shirt that I just cut up and got to wash them. So that
you cut up
I've been wanting. So the Rooster shirt.
Yeah.
Well, like the my way.
Yeah.
I want a Rooster shirt. I need a Rooster shirt. They're like $800.
Yeah, they're fun.
Crazy. Trying to think if there's anything
still
else.
Looking for a suede animal nitrate tee, if anybody's got one for me. And then I want a Down But Not Out 89 shirt. I don't have one.
Damn.
I don't think they'll ever fit me, realistically.
What's that Chromex shirt that you and I both have with the neon
green one?
Yeah.
That's not
Down
Alpha Omega.
Doesn't it say Down But Not Out on the back?
It's the 10-year circle thing.
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
a 10-year
right.
anniversary of the band.
You're right.
Sick shirt, though.
You know, Baker found a Down But Not Out hoodie in Kuala Lumpur with us. $10. Just at the distro at the
Even
show.
if that's fake, that's sick as
yes,
fuck.
100%. 100%.
Vintage parking lot bootlegs, as cool as real shit. That
is my favorite thing. And what's so funny is when I walk past the dudes selling shit at Oasis or outside of the MyChem show, I look at the boots. I'm like, you fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. What
and
are
then
you doing?
Once they're old. Dude, there was an acid bath one where I was like, I might need this.
It's so cool. But I hate it now. But I have several Metallica ones.
Dude, knowing how dark that industry is crazy.
Explain.
Because a lot of the time they'll contact the printers and just get shit printed directly from the printers.
So it's literally the same.
Sometimes it's a straight up inside job.
They're just undercutting.
Sometimes. I'm sure that's rare. But and like you can threaten those dudes and you'll get swarmed and fucked up.
Wow.
They'll get you.
Let me tell you something they don't have. They don't got the fucking Oasis Adidas polo jersey.
No, they sure
Holy shit, that's some of the nicest merch I've ever seen. It's unbelievable.
Dude, I got the pants. They're unbelievable.
You got them?
I went to the pop-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a great time to be here. Colin and Bo, if you had to start a band with concept albums based on a film series, what film series would you use? Let me tell you what. I am obsessed. I'm re-obsessed with Alien right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm so Alien pilled, it's unbelievable. From the show, and then like Lana's loving the show, so I'm going back and showing her all the movies. Yes. And like rewatching Alien and Aliens was like Alien is the best sci-fi movie, period.
Yes.
It's perfect. Even the long shots of dread where nothing happens are so intentional and beautiful. Yeah. And the buttons, the bleep bloops are just so satisfying. Man. And then Aliens is god tier action. It's a whole other thing. 3 is dog shit.
How do you feel about 3 and beyond?
3 is crap. And nobody hates it more than David Fincher, so I feel confident in saying that it's crap, you know? And even James Cameron has said it's beautifully shot. What the fuck are they thinking? Because, taking away everything you've come to love about Aliens is gone immediately.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Yeah. The premise is interesting. Ripley in an all-male prison, all-male, religious fanatic prison, good concept. There's another way to do that, and maybe it's not Alien 3. That could have been 5, you know?
Yeah.
Or 4. Sure. Resurrection, I think, is a much better movie than 3.
What's the one that starts with, the scientist eating a fly? It's like the first shot. It's either Resurrection or 4.
It's got to be Resurrection because that's when they're cloning her.
That's right. And it's Winona Ryder.
I think it's a better sci-fi movie. It's more fun. It's more whimsical. It's the director of Amelie, which is one of my favorite movies.
Is 4 and Resurrection, are they the same?
Yes, that's
4 is Resurrection.
Yes.
Okay. And then is that the last one?
Well, there's Alien versus Predator. And then I think there's Requiem? I don't know if I'm making that up. AVP Requiem, right? Is that another thing?
Well, is Resurrection the last one with Ripley?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Prometheus is
the best fucking movie.
It's the second best Alien movie.
Yeah.
It's Alien, Prometheus, straight up.
Straight up. I'm so glad we agree on that.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And then Covenant, I don't hate. I think it's good.
We watched it the other night at your place. I didn't love it. You
didn't hate it, though.
I didn't hate it. I did not hate it, but I didn't love it. I liked it more.
It's another bizarre, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you do that? Yeah.
And it's because, again, the studio interfered and pushed back against what we saw in Prometheus. But what would have happened in the third one sounds awesome.
And
David and the Xenomorphs versus the remaining engineers that were the last space jockey crash lands on the original planet from Alien, that would have been fucking incredible.
And it's so neat and done.
So neat.
Where do you stand with Romulus?
I don't hate it. I think there's a lot of good ideas. I really don't understand the purpose of doing the CGI Ash. I know he has a different name in this, but it is but Ian Shane, is that his name? Ian something.
Ian something.
It establishes that was a common synth face at the time.
So they
Therefore,
would know.
it's like, were the Nostromo people stupid for not recognizing this as a synthetic?
Right, exactly.
Or did they send the synthetic on multiple missions at the same time for the first time? I think it just muddies up the whole vibe, because the only android we've seen repeat was Bishop.
Right.
And it's only because that second one in 3 was allegedly not an android.
Right.
It was Charles Bishop Wayland, his an ancestor of the Wayland family.
Wow, you're right.
Don't get me started on this.
Alien.
That is such a deeply fucking terrible idea that I could not enjoy the movie. But I think there's so much cool stuff. The slow-mo and zero G scene was incredible.
That's awesome. That was cool. The face huggers.
Always sick. I liked all that. They were obviously very practical, which I loved.
The crazy humanoid guy at the end, just staring, you know?
Yeah, he's great.
He's awesome.
The brother character is fantastic. I really liked it all. I thought that the big baby xenomorph,
the big baby,
is one of the best monsters of the series. Damn, we're 10 minutes on Alien. This is a great episode. I'm loving this.
Have you played Alien Isolation?
Yes. I'm about to replay it. I have to replay it.
Yeah, you do. Totally.
Because that's another thing. I've been reading so much Alien stuff.
Okay.
That we got to do the Alien band. I'm in on the Alien band. It's on. For Aliens, Sigourney at the premiere saw that they cut a scene where Dr. Burke explains to her that her daughter passed away from cancer in her 70s.
Because she was in cryo.
Because she was gone.
Yeah.
So we find out not only that she had this daughter, but she lived a very long life and died.
Yes.
And that's why she clings to Newt like that and is this motherly figure to her right away. Alien Ice, and then so she's pissed. So that's why every special edition, deluxe edition after director's cut and stuff has that scene in it. Because Sigourney at the premiere was like, "Are you fucking insane? Why would you cut this? This is the whole motivation for this whole arc with Newt." Alien Isolation is her daughter in the game, and
that's right.
Really cool.
And then there's the bonus where you're on the Nostromo.
Yes, it's like 20 minutes, but it's awesome.
But it's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Good question. Run the Jewels asked, "Who are your favorite wrestlers right now?" You can say Brody King. It's obviously Brody King.
Brody King is like not even de facto our favorite. He just is the best wrestler.
He's earned it.
He's earned it. He's
the coolest guy. If I heard of Brody King when I was a teen,
yes,
I would like wrestling.
Yes,
I would be like, holy shit, a guy is there for me. Bandito as a teammate for him is the perfect.
It's awesome.
Because Bandito's goated.
Yeah,
he was the best part of All In, which was the inception of AEW. So he's been there in spirit the whole time. It's unbelievable. As far as I'm a Tony Storm head. I'm a Mercedes Monet head. Dude. I'm a big Willow Nightingale head.
Big Jamie Hayter head. I want
big
her.
Jamie Hayter head. Big haters over here.
Yeah. I'm digging. Darby's whole thing is insane right now, and it's really fun to watch.
Mr. Everest.
It's crazy.
Sick fuck.
So I'm really enjoying him. As far as how about WWE? You got anybody who you enjoy?
No.
Watching
other than our good friend Mr. Punk.
Yes,
the GOAT, the forever GOAT.
Yeah, Punk is
and forever GOAT.
Stuff I think is. Yeah. Oh, Braun Breaker, he rocks. Nothing.
Nah, I got nothing. I'm a Punk guy.
Yeah, I'm a Punk guy.
Is there any particular show/tour package you remember having to miss because of a show of your own? Great question.
Oh, wow.
I feel this is so this is kind of out left field. I missed the Longmont Potion Castle movie Q&A thing.
Uh-huh.
Longmont Potion Castle, for our listeners,
nobody
is a like journeyman prank caller. He's like one of the greatest, most prolific prank callers in history. He has multiple albums. This is feel good music. The Longmont discography, if you want to laugh and feel good, you throw on some Longmont. This is probably the most played thing in the history of any of our vans on tour. Longmont.
You exposed us, too.
Yes. We have assimilated
Twitching exposed Harm's Way to it.
Into the Longmont community. So, but Taylor Brody King and Wildcat all went to the Longmont Potion Castle event. And at this event, I was sick as a dog. I couldn't go.
Oh.
In the event, he wasn't there, but he was, because he's anonymous. Nobody knows who he is. But he was taking calls. He was like, okay, who do you guys want Longmont to call? And Brody King burrows up to the front, pushes his way, scratches and claws, gives them my number. And he called me.
That is fucking awesome.
I have the call. I don't know that it's too long to put on here, but I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
If you want it, it's in the description below.
For anybody who's curious, just look up Longmont Potion Castle Clown Motel.
Clown Motel is a great starter.
That's the starter, and that'll just get you home, man.
And he's like a metal guy. Like some of the pranks is just him ripping dive bombs while people are like, "Hello," and it's unbelievable.
I had to miss Bjork the last time she played Chicago because we were in Europe. It was like 2010. It was the first time we went to Europe. So I had to choose between going to Europe for the first time with my band and seeing Bjork. Obviously, I'm going to go to Europe. But I'm thinking to myself, she'll be back. Come on.
Man, that's devastating. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Got to get you to Iceland. We got to go to Iceland.
We got to go to Iceland.
Yeah. For both, do you have any inaugural Halloween traditions / activities that you do to get into the spirit each year? When does Halloween officially begin in your lives?
A great
September
question.
1st.
Yeah,
just a few days ago.
Truly, I'm fully ready for all things season. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I always watch Halloween on Halloween. That is like an actual thing. It was like
sit down like bat.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's so funny is how this is not the same thing, but speaking of music, The Exorcist.
Yeah.
The song is so scary until the sexiest bass you've ever heard.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Dude, the song is horrifying, and then that guy comes in like, dude,
that's right.
Gorgeous.
Interesting.
The clip just strip. It's beautiful, so sexy. So you watch Halloween on Halloween?
I watch Halloween on Halloween. If I'm able, I'm going to be in Japan. Worst places to be.
On Halloween?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
I mean, that seems pretty cool.
Worst places to be.
Yeah.
But if I can, I'm a big. I think carving a pumpkin, carving a jack-o'-lantern is like a tradition I refuse to let go.
Oh man, I've missed it like 3 years in a row, and it's killing me. It's sucking me dry.
Very important to me. I think
I'm
it's
gonna
awesome.
do it this year.
Yeah, it's important. I think you should. You do an awesome thing. You have your calendar of movies.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that this year yet, but normally I make an actual calendar for my wife and I of like
the showings.
like a movie theater of like here's the day, here's what movies we're watching. We'll do like group screening, like fun family stuff, you know, Ernest into Hocus Pocus or some shit.
Sure.
You know? But yeah, I like to just have like a big list of stuff to go off immediately.
Yeah, a couple years ago we watched The Thing. We watched Werewolf.
American Werewolf in London.
American Werewolf in London. And what's the Vince Vaughn killer movie?
Freaky.
We watched
Banger.
That was awesome.
Great movie.
But I love traditions like that. It's also kind of the start of traditions because it's like, you know, I'm sure for you have your birthday soon.
Yeah.
Then it's Halloween, then it's my birthday, and then it's Christmas, and then it's New Year. So it's like the start of all that stuff.
Best,
you know? Yeah,
it's the good time of the year has just begun.
Just started.
January 1st to August 30th.
Kill me.
Absolute dog shit.
Out.
So welcome to the good shit, everybody.
This September 11th.
You're in. Yeah, sorry. Oops. If you could pick one Misfits song to listen to for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What?
Mine would be one song.
Hybrid Moments is the best song.
But
sometimes like Night of the Living Dead or Ghouls Night Out, those really get me.
This is a Ghouls Night Out. Oh.
I love there's like this weird there's a bridge in the beginning of that song kind of where he goes, nah, if hell is where you want to be, where the hell of you and they never do that again.
It's incredible.
It's awesome.
Real music, dude.
Straight
one
up.
song forever. It might be London Dungeon or
what a track.
maybe Astro Zombies. I'm a big Skulls guy too.
Skulls is unbelievable. Did I ever tell you the story? The first time I saw him do legacy stuff, it was a Riot Fest show at Congress where it was Danzig, Youth of Today. No, it was Danzig, Marduk, Possessed, Youth of Today. That was the show. Yeah. And it was Johnny Kelly playing drums. This was Johnny Kelly playing Sam Hain and Misfits songs, which was crazy.
That's awesome.
Show ended. House lights on, house music on. Everyone's leaving. I'm on the train going back home. I get a text from my friend who stuck around. He came back out and played Skulls to like 100 people.
Oh my God.
Like purposefully. Like, you fucking stuck around.
Jesus Christ.
Glenn.
Keemer asked thoughts on the new Internal Bleeding single. I might be tripping, but the dual vocals remind me of God's Hate. That's awesome if so, because, I mean, we've been inspired by Internal Bleeding. Check out the song Alien Breed. It's unbelievable. Chris from Missing Link is in Internal Bleeding. Taylor mixed this song, so I think maybe that all plays a factor in it. That's a great... I love to hear that.
I also think this song and record features the bow pedal. So...
A lot of good
stuff in there.
Here.
Yeah.
Does Creed have a couple tracks?
Creed has more than a couple tracks.
Creed has no less than 10 absolute bangers.
Creed has what I like to say, a lot of tracks.
Many tracks. So there you go.
I think Creed legitimately has, like, if you had to make a tight, like, 40-minute set list, you'd have no problems.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Andrew Tucker asks, what are we listening to at the moment? And what was the last hardcore show you guys went to that you weren't playing? I'm listening to a lot of Turmoil at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you have been.
Man. So they're playing FYA. I can't wait for that. Can't mosh because I'm not allowed to anymore because you've all ruined it. You've all taken it from me. Skinhead I saw a couple weeks ago. Unbelievable. Like the day after we recorded that episode.
That's right. I have been listening to, you're not going to like it, the new Deftones record. Easy listen.
Is it good?
Which I really like. Yeah, it's good. It is good.
Cool.
I think it's my favorite thing probably since the one after Diamond Eyes, Koi, whatever. I can never remember the name.
That's good.
I like it. Dude, the new Sabrina Carpenter record.
Oh, you like it?
I do like it.
Okay, I like a couple songs.
I think front end I don't like as much. And then like the B side where it gets real disco-y and fun. Yeah.
I like the third song.
Yeah, I think I do too.
How he won't fuck her or something anymore. Mm-hmm. That song the chorus blew my ass off.
Yeah, so
I think it's pretty cool.
I've been enjoying it. And then I think the last show I went to that I didn't play, besides Oasis and like big shows, I think was probably your Sound and Fury pre-show, the Holy Blade show, I think. So kind of a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while, but that's awesome. That was a great show.
It was a good show.
Dalton asked, question for both of you. What has been the most impactful interaction you've had with a fan? There have definitely been some that have like brought me close to tears, you know?
Yeah.
I would say post HardLore, they've all been a little more special.
It's more personal. It's more direct.
It's always nice hearing people be like, hey, I had this horrible accident. I mean, not that part, and I watched this or listened to this and
yeah.
It got me through a really hard time. Every single thing like that is like I never forget that.
My favorite every single time is I listen to you guys every day when I'm at work.
Oh yeah,
because nothing got me through my bullshit jobs like just listening to conversation. I'm the same way. It helps me, and I would put on whatever podcast was. Now it's YouTube, and now it's like just weird clips from other podcasts that I'll listen to while I'm working out or doing whatever. But sure. I totally like, I can connect with that so much.
Like, damn, we are that for people. This thing that I interact with every day.
I need awesome. Too. Like I'm there too. I need it as well.
Joe asked, best program to record guitar at home. I like Taylor Young STL Tone Hub Pack and to Logic Pro. Easy.
Oh, that I do. So I use the same. I use the Tone Hub plugin. I use Ableton just because I prefer Ableton's workflow better. That's all.
I have Ableton. I don't get it yet.
If you're good at, okay, so Ableton has two views when you hit tab, right? One is like kind of the clip view, and then one is the timeline view. That's just like Logic. The clip view is nice because you can say you're programming drums, and you could just do clip, intro fill, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then you just drag those clips. and you just have them. They're individual. So that workflow for my brain helps me a lot because I can go, oh, I want to do this thing again. I know it's going to be in time, verse. And you just drag
That
and
is
drop.
good. I definitely accidentally erased an entire MIDI track the other day for the first time ever in my whole life.
No undo?
No undo. I was too late.
How?
Because there's something with Logic sometimes where you're like, if you're going to add drums to something that's already there, it starts like erasing what's in front of it.
I see. Yeah.
And I did it in a way where it erased everything behind it. So it was all gone. I was like 5 hours deep and finished the very last part. I was like, all right, I'm done. Let's listen. And I look and see just an empty MIDI screen.
Oh my God.
I texted Taylor and I was like, do you have tomorrow free? Can I please just record some drums real quick?
Yeah, because you could do it so much faster.
Yes. And it was the one take done.
Ugh.
That was devastating. Pardon this interruption. This is so important, this interruption. We've got to talk to you about AG1.
We really do. We love AG1. We use it all the time, but they have exciting news.
More specifically, today is about AGZ. From 1 to Z, the alphabet, the numbers, they've got it all covered. Are you ready? Are you ready to ditch the stress and focus on the rest? You got to try AGZ. Listen, they've had our morning rituals down for years now. This is year 3 of HardLore and AG1. Now they've got our nighttime rituals locked down with this beautiful chocolate, melatonin-free dietary supplemental beverage. You can use it with milk. You can use it with water. And if you go to drinkag1.com/hardlore right now and you try AGZ, they're going to give you a little frother for free.
For free. You can make your fun little nighttime drink. I despise melatonin. I'm so excited that this is melatonin-free. Won't give you the Jimmy legs. Won't give you crazy nightmares.
Nothing.
It's perfect.
Better rest is now possible thanks to the guys who have made better mornings possible for us for so long. And listen, chocolate milk is the ultimate bodybuilder's cheat code.
It's true.
Downing chocolate milk all day is what these guys are doing after pumping iron. And so now you get to do it with a thing that's going to put you right to sleep. It's beautiful.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Give it a shot right now. drinkag1.com/hardlore. How important is a 2-legged hi-hat for playing double bass? It's not. You can just unscrew the thing and go with the pedal so that the third leg is just the pedal's right next to it.
I see.
Don't worry about it.
2-legged.
Bands that won you over after seeing them live.
Twitchy tongues. I say it all the time. Saw you guys play second. This is hardcore Sunday morning, 2012. I'll never forget it. I think I was standing with Saba and standing with maybe James, and we just watched, and you guys had a great reception. You killed it.
It was a great set.
And that was truly the thing, because I had heard Sleep Therapy, I had heard the other stuff, but nothing. It just didn't click, and that was one.
Thanks,
for sure.
man. Code Orange, New England Metal Hardcore Fest 2013. Bands that won me over. I would say I maybe didn't love Freedom until I saw them live.
That makes sense.
And then I was number 3 Freedom guy, probably.
Yeah.
Have you ever questioned being straight edge? Had times where it was difficult?
Yeah.
You have?
I've had times, well, not that it was difficult per se, but I've definitely questioned, like, do I care about it the way that this huge group cares about it? Like, is it going to prevent me from making friends or relationships or band decisions or anything like that? Which some people will allow that to affect how they, and like, so, and I wouldn't, there's people who will not date someone who drinks, or not, if they're vegan or whatever, they'll not date someone who isn't vegan or something.
Sure.
I don't personally, that is not for me.
I've never thought of it that way. And I've never had it as an obstacle. I don't think I care for the smell of any fiery substance.
Sure. That makes sense.
So that would be the factor of theirs. Like, I don't ever want to smell that or be around that.
Dude, but you know what's interesting?
What?
You ever go past, Taylor and I just did this the other night. We just took a long walk late at night. We walked past a bar and it smelled like a venue. The venue has that, like, they mopped up the night before, the doors were closed. We just opened all the doors and there's just that smell. And because of our experience, I don't associate it with a bar. I associate it.
That's just nostalgia. That's just
being on tour and fun and shows. And that smell is a very pleasant smell. And it's really,
that's very interesting.
Really difficult to describe.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I get that. What historical forms of torture/execution should be used against bands that use AI art for their album covers or merchandise? Flog, Molly, Dropkick, Murphy. Need I go on? The Iron Maiden.
Listen,
Megadeth.
there is a part of me that thinks if somebody wants to use AI to write an element of whatever they're doing, I don't give a shit. I wouldn't do it. Probably wouldn't listen to it, but I don't care.
Like musically?
Yeah. I don't. If you need that, I think it'll show, and I don't care.
I hope if somebody told me like I wrote my band's new album with AI, I would laugh and say you're a loser.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I don't think that I don't care. It's like, oh,
that's your journey, man.
Yeah, that is kind
Good
of
luck.
the way I feel now, but that's different to me than that
Generative AI.
That's their project. They're using this thing, as opposed to I created this AI image or I created a movie or a trailer using it. Taking jobs away or taking stuff away from something is different to me than like I utilized this thing to come up with a bass line that I couldn't put together. Okay, I guess. I can just see a little nuance there. And would I use it? No, absolutely not.
I suppose. I think it's just. I mean, it's cheating. It's like you're not creative if you need that.
Now
you shouldn't get the privilege of being applauded for your creativity for something you didn't do.
Let me ask you something. I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Hit me with it. Advocate for him.
You ever use the thesaurus?
Yeah, of course. I used that. I looked that up.
Yeah, but I guess you weren't that creative.
And that's
you weren't creative enough to have that word.
I know what word I want to use, but it doesn't rhyme with the one I did before. So let me just figure out a similar meaning that rhymes.
You ever heard of a rhyming thesaurus?
I guess I've never used one.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
I don't think looking up the meaning of a word is the same thing as I don't know how to write a bass line, and I don't know how to write a riff, or I don't know what to write for lyrics here.
Not the same. However, not all from one source. That's all I'm saying.
But the intention and the meaning is from that source.
The intention and the meaning of missing a bass line and needing one is also the same.
But you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, but I don't know how to play drums. I could still think of a drum fill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not the same.
Why?
I think if you're generating drums, you know what you want. You know?
Yeah, but that might mean me programming something that isn't humanly possible. Also, like the trope of guitar.
That's
players.
Industrial music, though. That's fine. That's the tales all the time.
Sure.
I think there's and this is a difference between like programming music versus being like, generate me a bass line in this key.
Yes,
you're a hack. That's hack.
It is different. I can just see in 50 years that line blurring.
It's already blurred.
Yeah, right.
I believe we're already there. Yeah. You know, I think if you're using AI for
creating
pure comedy,
sure,
maybe it's all right. You know?
Yeah.
If the intention is I don't want to make money off of this, I think it's funny. Sometimes I will laugh.
And listen, full transparency. There are times where we have utilized AI to find moments in episodes as opposed to scrolling through.
That is actually the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Because that was like, how do we possibly do? Like somebody will pass away or something will happen, and then we searched twice, I think, of like where in what HardLore episode does this come up, and we found it,
and it's like.
That's crazy.
That makes a lot more sense than scrolling for hours and hours and hours.
That's actual proper use of artificial intelligence.
I think so too.
We're not like that's saving our own time and not taking somebody's job or using somebody's art.
Right.
Improperly.
Exactly.
Overall, AI bad, Skynet bad, Cyber9 bad.
Skynet very bad.
What's the funniest thing you've seen happen in a crowd while performing on stage at a show? At Hellfest 2015, while Twitching Tongues is playing, I can't focus on anything else because there's a man in a shirt right in front of me that says, We hate boobies. We hate pussy. Women suck. Women's suck. Or women sucks.
Sucks.
And I'm I'm just like, what is this, for one? Where did you find it? Why did you wear it? Why are you here? Who are you? Oh my God, you're so French. I searched for this thing, I can never find it, which makes me think the shirt was homemade.
He made it. Wow. You said it, so it's just going to come to mind. We played Hellfest last year. There was a guy out in the crowd, very similar. Same stage, you know what I mean? Guy out in the crowd with a flag that is just a full color, close up, high definition picture, full size flag of an asshole, of like a hairy asshole. Okay. That's it. That's the flag. And he's like, this is in France, for anyone wondering. And Nick, during a part, says, he grabs the mic and he goes, "Let's go, you fucking asshole." But he's like staring, one asshole. He's staring right at the flag. And then he looks at all of us and just goes, it broke all of us. That was it.
Weird place, man.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think. I've talked about this, and I think I talked about this recently. There was a guy who got on stage in St. Louis. Did I talk about this recently? I did.
I don't know.
A guy got on stage in St. Louis, and on the Post-Human tour, and was just in front of James, just like, just for like a minute.
Fuck you.
And then his friend got him and just took him off stage. And I have a picture, here it is, of the guy, and then of me and James just laughing at each other because it was so ridiculous. And I think, and correct if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, I think that guy actually passed away recently, I found out. So obviously,
that's really sad.
Rest in peace to him. And we found out he wasn't being aggressive. He was just he was a huge fan, huge Harm's Way fan. So he was just on stage, just like, fuck yeah. And it was a funny thing.
I mean, that's an insane thing to do, but in retrospect, respect.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Retrospective respect. Rest in peace to the homie. You've been doing this for a couple of years now. What motivates you to continue with the podcast every week? Has your motivation changed over time?
Definitely has changed over time, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, this is us now, you know?
Yeah. We love this thing. We care about this thing. And I'll tell you what a big motivator is for me, which you guys are going to about to see, is when we get to do stuff like the Davey interview. We get to do stuff like the day around Louisville with Brian, when we get to do the speed stuff, like all the opportunity things that we get. That is what make me like, and have for quite a while. That's what gets me like, fuck yeah, this is awesome.
Very well said. I still think of this as a small thing that we're recording for our friends to hear, you know? And the second that I start to think otherwise, things like the Davey interview, is when I freak out internally. And I'm like, oh no, people are actually going to hear this one. And then I look back and see that people, 200,000 people on Spotify watched the Todd one, you know?
Yes, exactly.
And it's like, oh, fuck, if I had thought about that in the moment, I would have been scared.
Totally.
And I think this is week 180 or something. That's 180 consecutive weeks.
I think we've missed one. I think we've missed
maybe.
one.
Yeah, we missed 1 week. Yeah. But then we've done two things in a week several times.
Totally, 100%, yeah.
So we've done that times over, where we bear the responsibility of sharing somebody's life story every single week for almost 4 years now. And that weighs on you.
Yeah.
And Steven has been unbelievable. Oh. Steven, I know you're listening because you're editing this right now, but God damn, you've changed the game.
Steven, we were at a breaking point. Colin,
the point was I was broken.
Yeah, Colin could not bear anymore because along with doing a lot of the coordinating and outreach that he was already doing, Colin was also editing this. We would get done. I'd go out to the gym or go eat or play video games, whatever, and Colin would get straight to work. There wasn't a lot of room for me to help with that specific thing.
Yeah.
And this caused, as you guys, I don't mind talking about this. I hope you don't either. Mm-hmm. It causes a bit of friction because it's like, well, if we're both doing this, why are,
And there's things you can't delegate. in that situation.
Of course. Especially because, as you guys know, HardLore and clips and everything, there's a style. The style is very much Colin's vision. You don't want to change that because it is working. Yeah. There's input and there's references and stuff for sure, but there is a certain aspect of like, no, this is a style that we're cultivating. And then this angel comes along.
Yeah.
197 wings on him, you know?
Straight up. So thank you, Steven. You're the best. Steven. We hope you stick around forever. Motivation is just uplifting this beautiful thing that we're a part of. We love. It's always going to be about hardcore at the end. No matter who we get on here.
Yeah.
That we're hardcore guys. No matter what we're doing, no matter what fucking tour we're on, no matter what movie we're in, we're hardcore guys.
That is the point.
Favorite fret for pinch harmonics and favorite fret for natural harmonics.
The 4th fret on any given string is the easiest fret for me to pitch. On the low, maybe I
would say
3.
4 on the A is
4 on the A, and dude, 4 on the G was the first one I learned. That was the first spot where I was like, oh, you know. Yeah. 3 on the lowest string, especially if you're in a drop. If you play No More Tears, that feels really good.
Natural harmonic, I would say 5 on the E. Yeah. But like, what is it, like 8 or 9 on the high E?
7. It's 5s and 7s all the way up for naturals.
Okay.
And then 12.
Okay. Yeah. So it would be 7 that I like on the high E.
Yeah.
Great question.
Great question. Love a fret question.
How often do you allow yourself to sit back and go, holy shit, this is really happening? Somebody described, so we announced the Davey episode a few weeks ago. Somebody announced it as a HardLore pay-per-view.
That's a great,
and that was, you know, there's our amazing regular weekly episodes, and then every now and then we get these white whales,
premium live events,
and that's a premium live event.
Yeah.
So when we get those, we finish up and we're just like, oh shit, that was real, that was so good, and then it's out there and you feel that again.
My favorite thing about it too, and this is kind of related but not really, but I like that your and my biggest goal is to just make whoever comfortable. We are so not in the gotcha business.
No.
That I love that. And so that's why when we get that opportunity, I'm always so confident going into those things, like, we're going to kill this because we're good at this. We're good at being normal.
Yeah.
So I just like the second we wrap, actually, you know, it's the second we say goodbye. Like the second Davey left, we were like, holy shit.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was good.
When he said, I've never been asked this before, multiple times.
Yeah.
And said, publications like this didn't exist when we were doing this record, so I haven't ever talked about this record in this capacity. Just a little preview for you. That felt good.
That felt good.
First question each of you are asking Glenn Danzig when you inevitably get him on the show.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. How? Yeah.
I think...
was the snare in the room when you recorded vocals for Danzig 3?
Danzig 3. I think I would legitimately ask him where he puts himself on the Mount Rushmore, where he thinks of his impact. I would give him that opportunity to be like, best folk band in the world, you know, whatever. Like, I want to hear it. I would just say, where do you...
George Washington, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want, you know.
Great, that's good. Zach Honeycutt asks, what bands do you think have most successfully introduced a new vocalist? Cannibal Corpse?
That's a crazy one, huh?
Insane. Honestly, to some extent, the Misfits.
Kind of. Iron
Maiden.
They did it. Iron Maiden for sure.
Iron Maiden for sure. I love the Anthrax John Bush songs.
Dio Sabbath. Come on.
That's got to be number one.
Come on. Shoo.
You just quoted, come on.
Yeah.
That's fucking Sins of the Father. That's awesome. Yeah, it's got to be Dio Sabbath.
I think so. Is there any, what's like you can kind of concrete that. Like Best Wishes, kind of. It's Harley. You know, like kind of. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Marauder.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn. Yeah. This is a great question. Remington asks, how do you recharge when you aren't feeling creative?
Something I've been asking myself for the last like 8 years.
I buy gear.
It's the omnicord.
I get gas, baby. Gear acquisition syndrome. I hit up Tad. I say, Tad, what you got for me? I get a new thing. It comes. Play the fuck out of it. And I go, that's actually pretty cool. And then I record it. And then it sits in a Logic file for 2 years.
Fascinating. It is
That's
a very real thing that a new guitar, a lot of times you'll pick up a guitar and the first thing you play is some new thing. That is a very real thing. Same thing with guitar pedals. That'll happen. You'll look at the layout, of a pedal, and
It's because you're actually playing. You realize, like, oh, if I just play this a lot, I'll write a lot.
Yeah.
And then you don't. So what is there to write? You know?
Yeah.
So Recharge, I buy stuff.
Interesting.
That's the best.
For me, I watch or I'll indulge in other media. If I'm really trying to figure something out creatively, which is seldom for me, honestly. But if I'm really trying to push through an idea, I will watch a movie if it's a song, or I'll listen to a ton of music if I'm working on the other podcast or whatever. Like something else. You've kind of explained this too, where
I do think that you when you're writing music, you tend to shut yourself out from music.
Yeah. Yeah, you can,
and that's the worst thing you can do. You need to open up your mind for inspiration more than ever. Look for it in everything.
Yeah.
And then it'll come. What advice would you give a teenager interested in guitar gear that is reasonably priced and good for gigging? Get a little Squire.
You really can't go wrong with a Squire.
Get a little Squire, man.
It depends on budget. So let's go sub 1,000 for everything. Sub 2,000 for everything, because that's kind of the biggest difference. So yeah, guitar, get an Epiphone, get a Squire. I would recommend a humbucker, so you don't have that. The single pickup in a Squire is you're going to get a lot of noise. As far as an amp goes,
you can get a Quilter.
You can get a solid state right now.
Yeah, and that'll fucking do you just fine. You can use that anywhere.
Yeah. You
don't need to own a cab,
Yeah, you don't need to own a cab. That's very true. And if you do, you don't have to own a 4x12.
Yeah.
You can get a 2x12. You can get other ones.
Guy.
When you move up, I would say for guitar, look into ESP LTD EC1000s, workhorse standard. You've seen them a million times. A lot of people use them. And then, dude, you want to know a kick-ass amp you could start out with that, like, CME has one right now for $850.
Let me hear.
5150 combo. It's 212, 5150 combo amp. 212.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's got
if you're just sitting at home writing and ripping.
And it's also, if you're playing a basement gig, that thing is 120 watts, you're fine. And if you're playing something that's mic'd, you're going to have a mic'd amp. It doesn't matter.
Great answer.
Thank you.
Hit up your Sweetwater rep today. Has training in the gym affected who you do on stage? 100%.
You think so?
100%. I just think like I legit believe that audiences are as superficial as we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if I was a buff, shirtless guy on Disharmony, the record would have done better. And if I wasn't,
does that fuck with you?
A little. Yeah. I mean, but it's like I accept that, and
sure.
I may be the same.
Sure.
I see a jacked guy, I'm like, what's he talking about? It happens. If you don't take care of yourself enough, there's gonna be something.
Interesting.
Somebody's gonna be turned. Somebody somewhere will be turned off.
And there's for sure the inverse where somebody flips a record over, sees a jacked guy, and is like,
and they're like, fuck this.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
But for the style of music you're playing, yeah. I see. You will not see me jumping anymore. Those days are just done. I can't fix my back, no matter how.
You were the jumping guy.
I know. It's just over. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. It hurts so bad. So that has changed. But now,
so it's worsened.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely feel less entertaining.
Okay.
Which is a bummer. So now it's a lot more. I kind of do the Taylor Young. I'll just kind of find an area, not necessarily a person, because I don't want to be a total freak. Yeah. But I'll just find an area.
Aura farming now.
Yeah. It sucks. It's a bummer.
But then people go, damn, that guy who's staring at me is fucking jacked.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the case. I'm almost 40.
It's a nice cheat code. It's like having long hair.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's got to be one or the other. You're either jumping, long hair, or you're ripped.
100%.
Is anybody all three things? Does Mongrel Man jump around?
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Fuck.
He's a true natural athlete. He's incredible. Favorite Riley Gale story. Unfortunately, never got to meet him, but he's a huge inspiration. I love the story of his fake birthright trip. He went to Israel. He's a massive anti-Zionist guy through and through to the end.
Yep.
Went just as a fuck you to see how shitty it was, and he was correct. My other thing that comes to mind immediately whenever we talk about him is him coming to our Chicago show.
Oh, yeah.
For just because he was in town and loading in and out.
Yeah. I remember that.
We were like, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
He's just carrying gear all night, helping everybody.
We did, I think it was 2017. It was one of the Life and Deaths. Power Trip was on it with Harm's Way. And Power Trip was in a Sprinter. And they would set up Nick's Bar and Grill every night. Nick's Bar and Grill was just their van with the door open. There was probably beer, but no food. Mm-hmm. And along the tour, they would, let's say, acquire items to adorn the bar and grill. All Riley. Riley would be grabbing stuff. Nick would too, but mostly Riley. I have a picture. Here it is. Dave Wood was the bouncer on this tour. We had a rug. There were lights. There's an inflatable like palm tree. There's the like velvet rope and stanchion things. And then Dave Wood just standing outside bouncing. And that was Nick's Bar and Grill. I think there was a sign, if I'm not mistaken, that said Nick's Bar and Grill.
What a guy. Miss him.
Yeah.
Legend. Happiest moment of 2025 so far. I think locking eyes with Todd as we started off my chest.
That was a moment.
That was incredible.
That was pretty amazing. Great, good pick.
And then like just seeing like Todd and Taylor hugging as we're starting that song. It's just like, damn, this is fucking legendary.
This is sick.
That felt good.
I don't know. Things have been. This has been a weird year for me. I don't know if I have one off the top of my head. That moment was really cool. That was probably the happiest I've been. I literally jumped up and down in joy. You know,
beautiful.
It's probably that. Seeing Oasis was really cool too. Mm-hmm. Probably the happiest thus far. Oh no, you know what? Jeopardy going through without a real hitch. That was the amount of satisfaction and
man
I had after that was real. That was good.
As you should. It was unbelievable.
Thank you.
Truly your masterpiece.
It was.
Somebody asked, what are the best two-step parts? I feel like that's a whole episode.
You know what? That's a really good idea.
Right? Wink. Big wink. In the Sean Martin episode, you talked about the pressure of playing live that triplet riff in Proven.
Yes.
Do you have moments in those songs live, in your songs live, where you're like, okay, here goes nothing? Oh, yeah.
You do, I'm sure. You got
a lot.
You got the big blast. You got
the big blast stresses me out every time.
You got high notes.
If my kid is not set up perfectly, it just ain't happening. Disharmony of the song chorus, that can be dog shit all the time. A lot. Most choruses, you know, especially if I'm in like a barricade or something, everything is kind of here goes nothing. Holy Blade, I have those. Yeah. Those can go horribly awry. So those are here goes nothing.
Yeah. In Harm's Way, by the second show, I'm locked on any given tour.
You got nothing. You got no concerns of like this part's hard.
No, hard. No. The song Silent Wolf is it's triplets, similar to Proven, honestly, but it's like the whole song. We can't play that very early. On the Kublai Khan tour, we opened with it a couple shows and we were all like, can't do that. Like you're not warmed up enough to just rip that. Or we didn't take enough time to warm up prior to. So totally as long as that song is kind of somewhere in the middle or near the end, it's totally fine. The only thing is on this tour, we are playing a song off of Blinded we haven't probably played since it came out. That is just me.
Ooh.
And that's just a little like, okay, is everything set? Are we all good? Because like, I either have to ring out and make sure we're waiting for something to get fixed. If something goes wrong, who knows? Have to make sure Chris is ready. There's the click,
which Lord knows he isn't.
You know, there's the click. There's stuff to do. So that that is coming up, or I'm currently on that tour. And if you're seeing it, you'll know the part. It's near the end, and that part is a little like, but not in a. I wrote the part, so I know how to play it. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's like, is everything going to go right?
What's an artist you're supposed to like or have tried to get into but couldn't crack it?
Oh, brother.
I mean, a lot of classic rock I really don't.
That's interesting,
care
huh?
about.
Who is the biggest classic rock band you don't give a shit about? Stones?
Yeah, I really don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck about the Stones.
I would say I actively dislike the Stones.
Okay, that's pretty big, I would say.
Yeah. If it comes on, I hope that it gets turned off.
Wow.
You know?
Okay. That's a big one, I would
Just
say.
does nothing for me.
Let's see.
Beatles, I'm any song, I'm all in all day.
Now, 10 years ago, my answer would have been the Beatles. Now, it was the fucking the COVID doc. It got me.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And it's because it got me from a musician in the studio angle, which is not one I had ever experienced with the Beatles, right? You just grew up always hearing these packaged songs that were perfect. No, I liked watching them work it out in the studio. There's a lot of kind of similar to you, honestly, Colin, where it's like Boston, I think, sucks. Like, that's just a band I don't.
What's Boston's big hit?
More Than a Feeling.
Oh, More Than a Feeling. Yeah, I don't care.
They have a few Peace of Mind. They have others, they have other songs.
What band deserves a pinball machine?
You ever played the Metallica pinball machine?
It's unbelievable.
It's awesome. It's so good.
Iron Maiden pinball is my favorite machine.
That's a great. Mine is Adam's Family, but they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude,
dude, switching songs with the paddles before you start.
That's really cool.
I'm always the trooper.
Come on.
Or Run to the Hills.
Okay, acceptable.
Dude, all the features are just that's so good. I play it all the time at Ace Gogi in Van Nuys, which you should absolutely go visit. It's unbelievable. Great deal, love great food, great pinball.
The T2 game with the gun is fantastic. But what band, dude, what if Terror had a pinball machine?
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
It'd be fucking awesome. All the arrows.
That would be sick.
Stage dives is just a ton of balls falling at the same time.
Like underdog multi-ball or something. Overcome multi-ball. Shoot the Jordan for bonus. And every time you hit him, he's like, "What? Why are you hitting me?" Pretty good.
That's good.
Mount Rushmore of mouth imitation riffs, like you know.
Yeah.
I basically just did Judgment Day. Now. Smash your enemies.
That's what I thought you were doing. I don't even know how to really quantify it. The breakdown riff, the bridge to Angel of Death, because you can't hum it, because you can't. It's just like, you did it pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah.
But that's a funny one because like you don't know what's going on. Like most people.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
That's a great riff. What a weird riff.
Yeah, but like top 5, I guess not because we didn't put it in there. But was it in there?
Angel of Death? I don't think so. I think it was Rain and Blood was.
I mean, yeah, that's the best riff.
Yeah.
That was
because that's just a breakdown.
Yeah, that's the one. Favorite non-hardcore releases of this year or all time? Not doing all time. Get out of here. Of this year, there's a Josiah Daniel record coming out soon.
Oh,
that's gonna dominate the charts for me this year.
He sent me demos years ago, like after our FYA interview.
It's insane.
And
man.
then I messaged him about him later on. I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, I hated them. I deleted it."
I'm sure that those are what's on the record and they've been polished. But yeah, the songs are unreal. Jade, that's Showbiz Baby, debut album. I'm obsessed. Surely going to top my Spotify Wrapped, and it might be a little bit embarrassing, but I'm not embarrassed because I don't care.
Post Animal.
All day.
That record's fantastic.
That'll be number 2 on my Spotify Wrapped, surely.
Like I said, the new Deftones I've been listening to a lot. The new Sabrina Carpenter. What came out earlier in the year, Colin? You're much better.
I'd tell you. The year ever. I mean, this show,
Yeah.
HardLore, makes my life Groundhog Day. Time does not exist. Every week is the same.
That's why you need to tour a little bit. Break it up.
I do.
It helps.
I can't.
I think did the Blood Incantation record come out this year, or was that last year?
I think that was last year.
I think that was last year. I think you're right.
Great record.
Great record.
Personal top 5 Fortnite items, guns from any season. No, I'll do this season. I'm not doing a top 5. The Wrecker revolver this season, I think, is the greatest Fortnite gun in history.
Why?
It's a revolver with shotgun ammo with insane range.
Now that seems unfair.
It's cracked, dude.
Yeah, that's not how a shotgun round works at
It's
all.
unreal. That's the best Fortnite gun in history to me. Thoughts on matcha? I think it's an epidemic, not unlike crack.
Thank you.
Ruining my community, terrorizing the streets. It's got to stop. You've all got to take a look in the mirror, wipe the green off your lips, and seek help. You're making the lines infinitely longer and punishing our poor baristas.
How much caffeine is in one serving of matcha? 70 milligrams of caffeine.
That's nothing.
There's nothing in there. There's nothing in it.
It just tastes. They like the taste.
I don't get it. I have had matcha lattes with other stuff mixed in it that I think, this is tasty. Okay, I get it.
I'll have a matcha treat in Japan because I'm in Japan.
Yeah, that's
and I'm enjoying the local splendor.
Sure.
But when I'm at home, they're lining up down the block for a matcha latte.
Dude, we got so fucked the other day without naming the place. Explain what happened to us.
No, I'm naming the place. It's called Lynx in Studio City. I'm a big fan of this place. I think the cold brew is the best one in the valley.
He's a big fan.
But they're on my fucking shit list right now, dude. I'm not waiting in a 30-minute line for a cup of coffee should be a crime to begin with. It shouldn't happen. And I don't want to be the regular white podcast guy who's got no problems other than his coffee being inconvenience. I understand.
Of course.
This is meaningless at the end of the day.
Of course.
But waiting in a long ass line and getting to the front to realize that there's no cold brew and that we only waited in line because there was 30 matcha lattes ahead of
Because
me.
that's the only other thing there was.
Because it's just something must be done. Listen.
We waited so long.
Look right here.
And it all said sold out.
America, world, if you're a coffee shop, dedicated line for cold brew. Implement this, you will make more money. You will save time. You will be able to hire another person just to make cold brew and put it together.
It's kind of
simple drinks, separate line.
It's kind of like when people say, anybody paying with card? I can take card here.
Oh,
that's your cold brew line,
Just make it self-checkout,
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah.
Let me scan this and pick up my cold brew, Whew. Make it a separate thing. If you want something crazy that's going to take 8 minutes for the one person making 50 drinks, go there. I get it. I get that this is meaningless, but matcha is crack and it's terrorizing the streets and it must be stopped. What's the worst piece of merch your band has made?
Well, we've talked about this on the Acacia Strain Tour 2011. Harm's Way made Warriors Still Reign shirts. Big, because at the time, big graphic words, big text was very popular.
And that's cool.
Yeah, that's ours. Was
Warriors
cool.
Still Reign sounds cool.
And at the time, it would be like "fuck you, bitch" or whatever. Like it would be like some gratuitous thing. We were never going to do that. So Warriors Still Reign, and then in one of the letters it said Harm's Way in our logo. It was but it was like a red shirt with yellow ink, gray shirt with blue ink. Like it was a mess. I think some of those are still in our practice space today. So I would say that was our worst.
Give me one.
You want
one? The worst Twitching Tongue shirt ever is obviously the Angry Birds shirt, which the front is a ripoff of the Misfits Die Die My Darling illustration.
Yep.
For no reason.
Yep.
The back is a big rosary with our logo, and it says "Eyes Adjust" in the Angry Birds font.
Straight up Angry Birds font. And
straight up 1-to-1 Angry Birds.
And do you know my mom's story about that shirt?
No.
I'm almost positive I mentioned this before, but it's so good. We will back. Leo played bass for us on a tour.
While we were recording Disharmony.
Correct. My mom lived in Dallas. We stayed with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I introduced my mom to Leo. Maybe he played guitar. I can't remember. I think he played bass. Introduced my mom to Leo. And she goes, "Hey, Leo, so good to meet you. Thanks again for that shirt." And he said, "No problem." I said, "What shirt?" And she goes, "He sold me this Twitching Tongue shirt on eBay." It was that shirt.
Wendy Bowen.
And I'm sure Leo was like, "No problem." You know,
Yeah.
like, shut up.
God damn it, Wendy. That's incredible. What a fucking legend.
Yeah.
We've answered this many times, but soda from a fountain, can, or glass bottle? Glass bottle.
But
I would actually go fountain, can, glass bottle. I don't care about the glass.
Straight up. I fully agree with you. A well dialed in, not freestyled soda machine is perfect.
Best.
The best. And then
I'm sick of the glass bottle.
Ice cold can. I'll take a glass bottle over like a plastic 20 ounce probably.
Yeah, that's it.
Anytime you're going, pss, 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 that's what ruins.
Dude, an ice cold can is like
Perfect.
insane.
Industry standard. It's perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
As a matter of fact, when you go to a nice restaurant and you ask for a Diet Coke and they bring you a glass of ice with the little mini Diet Coke bottle, I'm pissed. If they bring me a glass of ice with an ice cold can, I'm relieved. I love it.
I'm sick of the nice restaurant doing the glass bottle.
Because they charge you like $6 for that.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
that is like worst type of capitalism to me.
Fully agree.
The least you can do in your dog shit fancy place is give me a goddamn refillable fountain.
And I know you have a bar. I know you have Coke on that tap.
Extensive. You got a tap, you know?
That bothers me.
Scumbags.
Yeah, that sucks.
Somebody asked, was Hazen Street the best hardcore supergroup? I would say no.
I kind of missed Hazen Street also.
Yeah, it wasn't my shit. And it's kind of pop punk vibe. So
I think it was very purposefully, right? Wasn't that kind of the idea?
Yeah, that wasn't my shit at all.
Yeah. No, Path of Resistance.
Great answer. Great answer.
Path Resistance. Eyes of the Lord. Pretty good. Pretty good supergroup. Yeah, when you're talking supergroup, you know.
There's some super guys in that group. That's got sub 900 monthly listeners now. So, but I'm very proud of it. We love that stuff.
Good.
Let's see.
I still get the intro caught in my head just randomly.
Well,
not intro, but like the first song. Yeah.
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 I like that one. How did you guys get the David Havoc interview? I emailed his manager.
Duh.
Sometimes. Just send them emails, man. You never know.
You never know.
It took a while,
Yeah.
but eventually they wrote back.
And what he'll touch on this, but like we were vetted. He made sure we were,
Big time. When a band is naming themselves and wants to use something already done in the ether, do you prefer state abbreviation, i.e. Kubla Khan, Texas, X band name X, band name HXC, or do you have your own ideas about it? I think if it already exists, don't do it.
if it's obvious enough that you have to think about this.
Yes.
Now, if like Vane or like Kubla Khan, if you're an established band or American Nightmare back in the day, if you're an established band and something comes up where you like legally have to change it, then yeah, obviously do whatever you got to do. But I think if you're like, I would love to call my band Integrity. I think we're going to go Integrity and NE for Nebraska.
Fuck
It's
off.
like, yeah,
That's so annoying.
don't do that.
I think the poser alarm for me is when people say Vane FM.
Well, yeah,
Because that's just Vane.
of course.
That just means you weren't there if you think that that's something you should be saying. Or typing.
Are there any bands that have survived a name change? Because like American Nightmare.
Ghost had to be Ghost BC for a while.
That's
remember?
right. And they were fine.
I think they got so big that they beat it.
They were fine. Ghost BC didn't affect them at all.
Super Heaven was Daylight.
Now that I remember being like, oh damn.
That kind of killed them for a while, but they rose above for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That was like, that's kind of proof of like, don't try to save it. Don't try to salvage it with Daylight AD or something.
Yeah, whatever.
Damnation AD is the only cool. Damnation and Martyr, because those are built into the name.
Yes,
you know?
Agreed.
It was immediately established with this as the name. Those are the only cool ones. if you have to change your name, just change it to something completely different. Do you feel punished by coworkers asking them if they're in a band?
Oh,
I would say
God.
it's an uncomfortable conversation regardless.
It doesn't matter if you are Paul Stanley taking a picture with two dorks outside of your favorite local creamery. It doesn't matter if you just put out a demo and it's your first band ever. Having that conversation is still just like, yeah, I do this thing. That is what I do.
Yeah, it's called God's hate. Oh, it's called Dead Body. It sucks.
It sucks.
That's why every time somebody asks, my band is called Marauder, you should check it out. It's horrible. Have either of you had a coworker ask you about music that was actually down with heavy stuff?
Yeah. When I worked,
it's the best.
When I worked at a big call center for a long time up until Warped Tour. I had to quit in my 30s to go on Warped Tour. But there were quite a few people there. One guy who I worked directly with, who still comes to Harm's Way shows. Shout out Reggie. He knows who he is. And there are people who totally get it and who are chill for sure.
I think I was like 2 or 3 months into Big Brother working there initially, wearing a Crumbsuckers shirt. And one of the switchers, which is basically a live director, comes down the stairs and he's like, Crumbsuckers, holy shit. And turns out he's a guy from Connecticut.
Wow.
Named Mark. Super cool, nice guy. I like him a lot. Mark, you're not listening, but shout out to you. And then we talked all the time about that stuff. And then somebody from, what was the Faceless was one of the camera operators on the show as well.
Weird.
So we talked like Suffo and stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool. How do you feel about playing at the same time as Agnostic Front on Riot Fest?
Dude, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like the one, to a much lesser extent at Rockville earlier in the year, the only bands that had overlap the entire day on our day was us and the Acacia Strain. Why would you do that?
Why would you make people decide that?
Those are probably the only two crossovers where either one would affect the other.
Yes.
I don't know if the Riot Fest crowd who want to see Agnostic Front play Victim in Pain are necessarily going to be like, oh, we're missing Harm's Way. Like, I understand that's probably the Venn diagram is a little more broad, but like,
sure,
I want to see it.
Yeah.
The fuck? When I figured that out, it was actually crushing.
That's devastating.
It's devastating. It's not even and it's also like they start after we start. So it's like whoever's going to be there is going to be there. And that's just kind of how it is because the stages are far. So it sucks. I'm bummed about it. I would have loved to see that. And also, it's the first time we're playing, so I could have watched I could have been by Stigma and enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So
I really wish I could be there for your first time playing Riot.
It would be cool. It'd be cool.
That's very special.
Yeah, but you got you're premiering, baby.
Yeah. Night Patrol premiere. Fantastic. I'll be in Austin, Texas at Fantastic Fest.
Dude, I'll tell you a taco place to go to that's gonna fucking blow your horns.
Please, yeah, please.
Blow your horns off.
I want that.
I'll tell you right now.
I want that. What is your gut reaction when you see someone wearing a straight edge shirt, not just the band, but it specifically says straight edge, with a beer at a show? I have no emotion whatsoever. I think he's supporting that band. That was really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bravest guy in the room.
I really don't give a shit what anybody else does.
No.
I just don't.
Well said.
Unless you're rowing in the pit.
Oh, well then you have to
then
die.
I really care.
Immediately. Thoughts on pit shenanigans? Example, rowing, Ball of Death, recording with Nintendo DS camera, Pokemon cards, etc. I think if the band is asking you to do it, there's nothing we can say, obviously.
I think you're right. If the band
DS
is saying,
camera, corny.
Yeah.
It looks like shit. You're doing a bit for attention. You're corny.
Rowing is the capital offense.
If you're outside of Amon Amarth and you're rowing,
right,
I'm going to fire a cannonball into the crowd.
Yeah.
Myself.
We should be allowed to respond in theme.
Mm-hmm. It should be a cannonball response.
Yes.
Like the wall of ball. The ball, cannonball of death.
Yes,
you know?
There you go.
The rowers there should be a reason they're rowing. Their boat's capsized, right?
Yeah.
The big boat capsized.
That's right.
So now they've got to row the emergency boats out, and now they're getting fired at.
Getting fucked up.
All around.
And it's the same. It's the same with doing push-ups in the pit. Because it's like, okay, cool, man. You know? Me. I think if a band is saying, all right, split it down the middle, and they do the thing, or the murder ball thing, or the Hatebreed ball of death, fine. That's the bands want to do that.
That's the band initiating, hey, we want to do this fun thing that's just ours, and
part
just
of
for us.
their show, and that's fine. But when you make it about you not only take it away from the band, you take it away from the other people who want to enjoy the band. That's what we don't like.
Amen. This is the last question. I think this is a great question. Who is the modern day big four of hardcore?
Okay.
Turnstile, Have Heart,
Okay.
Trapped Under Ice, Terror? Is that too early? What is modern day?
So, what I'm going to say is I think you have to be touring. I think you need to be touring. I do think that that's part of it. And Terror is fucking touring.
Terror's touring, so that would be Turnstile, Terror, Knock Loose.
And then now we get the newcomer. Now we can kind of, okay, who's out there? Who's grinding? Who's doing it? Pain of Truth?
Pain of Truth is touring big time. Tsunami's touring big time.
Tsunami's touring big.
Haywire's touring. I mean,
Drain's
in a few
touring.
years,
In a few years, it's
Haywire's
Haywire.
dancing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been a band for a year and a half, so
Right.
it's like.
I fully agree.
But at this rate,
yeah,
it's like guaranteed. It's inevitable.
Missing Link is touring. Drain is touring. You know, I do think that that's part of it. That like if you're only doing fests and playing seldomly, I think as someone who does that, you would agree. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I would say in terms of all-time needle movers, 2000 to 2025.
Yes. Okay.
Terror, Have Heart, Trapped Under Ice, Turnstile.
Terror.
In terms of hardcore music.
Have Heart, Trapped Under Ice, Turnstile. I can agree. I like it. That's a good question. It's, you know, and then what's funny is Turnstile's been in that spot for a minute.
Since
Crazy.
since like the second EP.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. I would.
Since they became a regular touring band, honestly.
Interesting.
And that's our show, guys.
That's the Q&A. Hey, September 11th, you know. Dark.
We've reached many corners of the world today. September 11th, Alien, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Haywire. This is what we do here. Thank you all for watching once again. Beautiful week. Next week, Davey Havoc Part 1.
Woo!
So please get ready for that. It's unbelievable.
You're going to love it. You're going to
Yes.
love it. Even if you're peripherally interested in AFI, which you shouldn't be. You should be very interested in AFI. But even if you're just like, oh, that might be interesting, trust me. You're going to love this thing.
Amen. September 18th, September 25th, Davey Havoc is on HardLore. But September 20th, Bo plays Riot Fest for the first time.
That's right.
Night
That's right.
Patrol premieres at Fantastic Fest. It's a big month.
Big
My
month.
birthday's coming up.
I'm on tour right now with Deaf Heaven. Please come.
Yeah, is this night 2?
Yes,
1?
yeah, I think so. I think we left yesterday.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you all for watching. Go see Harm's Way. Have a great day. Bye. This episode is brought to you by Mad Vintage.